Okay, so Justin Trudeau has just resigned as Prime Minister of Canada. Let's check this out. Guys, as always, welcome to the Modern Survivalist channel. If you want to learn more about survival and preparedness, you're in the right place. A ton of information in the channel already. I always recommend my books, Surviving the Economic Collapse, as well as Street Survival Skills. You have them in the links below there in Amazon. So this is the latest regarding Trudeau.
Leader of his party. He's been in office for 9 years. He also announced the temporary suspension of Parliament. Mr. Trudeau has been under pressure to resign for months, with more than 20 fellow members of his Liberal Party publicly urging him to go.
Despicable
Well, here
guy.
he is making his announcement on the steps of the Prime Ministerial residence in Ottawa.
I intend to resign as party leader, as Prime Minister, after the party selects its next leader through a robust, nationwide, competitive process. Last night, I asked the President of the Liberal Party to begin that process. This country deserves a real choice in the next election, and it has become clear to me that if I'm having to fight internal battles, I cannot be the best option in that election.
Let's go now to our North America correspondent, Neda Tawfik.
Internal battles, always victimizing himself. It's so typical from the left.
Again, we watched that statement by Justin Trudeau a little earlier. Tell us more about what he had to say.
Well, Justin Trudeau said that he had discussed with his family his future. He described himself as a fighter numerous times.
Disgusting.
But as we heard there in his statement, he ultimately decided that given the internal battles within his own party, more than a dozen members of parliament calling on him to resign, that he decided he could not be the best option in the upcoming election.
Let me know in the comments below, you Canadian guys, how the hell is it that this sociopath was Prime Minister of your country for so long? I just cannot understand how that's even possible. A despicable human being, always infringing on people's rights. He has caused the most damage to Canada than any other politician ever. How the hell was he Prime Minister for that long?
He said Canadians deserved a real choice. And he said that he would prorogue Parliament, so suspend Parliament until March, which would really stave off a kind of no confidence vote in the government for some time. But Justin Trudeau, after 9 years in office, and after for months really signaling that he would push on and stay on as the leader of the Liberal Party, despite polling that showed very unfavorable ratings. Finally, he has decided that the internal battles are just too much for him to fight against. And it really
internal battles or people not standing him anymore. I think it's more like it.
Came after his deputy prime minister and finance minister, Chrystia Freeland, suddenly resigned in mid-December, citing sharp criticism of Justin Trudeau and his handling of Donald Trump's threats of steep tariffs. So after the winter break, we now have the answer, Justin Trudeau deciding he will step down as soon as the Liberal Party chooses a successor.
What's next for Canada then, Neda?
Well, now we are going to see a very intense battle now for the leadership of the Liberal Party. There are already several names being circulated about who could go on to replace Justin Trudeau as leader of the party. But aside from that, Liberals are down in polling against the rival Conservative Party. And elections need to be held on or before October 20th. We could see a no-confidence vote in Parliament once it gets back in session in March. So a lot that Canada...
They should. He is horrible, just terrible as a politician, as a prime minister, as a person. And the reason why he's leaving is right there. He is someone that's completely incompatible with Donald Trump. And he will be tremendously humiliated if he does not resign now. He's already lost his Minister of Economy, was it? He lost. So, and this is not even taking into account the disaster that he did as Prime Minister in Canada. Canadians have lost the most rights under him than anyone else, any other administration put together. It's been horrible, the way in which people were being punished for not agreeing with what they were doing, the tyrannical attitude during the COVID, people getting their accounts seized for helping truckers pay their fuel. I mean, things that you would only see in a complete, absolute dictatorship. That's what this guy brought to the table. And now with Donald Trump just breathing down his neck, he runs like the dog he actually is. Okay, good for Canada. See you later, guys. Take care.